Hello and welcome to another new episode of Learning Simplified. And in this Inkscape tutorial for beginners, we are going to learn all about this circle and all those star or polygon shapes which is been used into our Inkscape document. Stay tuned. Now first of all, if we look into this tools panel right over here, then we may see that this is the circles, ellipse and other arcs which has been used in Inkscape document. So if we click on it and if we simply drag it on here, we can see that this will be the result. We are now able to create a new circle into our page. Now the first thing that I would like to say that if we look over this drawing on our canvas, we can see that these are two squares in these two ends. So if we just drag them, we may change the height of the document and definitely the width of the document. So these 2 points, these 2 nodes, those are practically very useful in case of creating an ellipse out of a circle. But there's a third one. We can see that like the rectangular tool that we had created earlier, a similar circle goes on right over here. There it goes. In this particular case, if we just hold on this individual circle and if we drag them out of the center, we can see that it practically creates an arc. There it goes. So in this method, we are practically able to create an arc. We are practically just dragging this line, and I still haven't released the mouse yet. So if we draw towards the center, this will be the result. We can see that we have practically found a hemicycle out of this individual circle, and if we draw out of the center, we can see that there goes the arc with some definite shape. So each and everything can be done using this individual thing here, using this individual shape here. We may draw something that might be useful into our project in this respect. And if we right now release it, we can see that the circle is gone, but just an arc is present all over into our canvas. So in an order to get rid of all those points, all those nodes from here, all we can do, just get onto the top of this document and you can see that this is the switch to arc method unclosed shape. An arc means an unclosed shape. And if we click on this individual icon, it says make the shape of a whole ellipse, not arc or segment. That means if we click on it, it will be represented as an ellipse or as a circle, but not an arc or anything like that. So we may regain what we had created right over here, an ellipse or circle out of an arc. Now exact same thing goes here. If we just select this individual circle, and here comes the manipulating the y-axis manipulating arrow right over here. So we may adjust the shape of this individual circle, the height of this individual circle right over here. And if we wish to change the width and turn this circle into an ellipse, then this is the dragger here. This is the directional arrow on dragging which practically we might change a circle into an ellipse right over here. All we need to do, we need to just go on with these things and we need to do more experimenting with all those shapes here. Another thing, if we select this circle and if we just click on any of these colors at the bottom of this canvas into this color palette, so I am clicking this blue and we can see that we are practically able to create a blue circle in our document. And this is how, if we click it consecutively, we may change this color as we can see right over here. On the other hand, if we wish to change this stroke color, then all we need to do, we need to hold on the shift key, we need to hard press it down, and we need to click on the color that we wish our stroke should appear as. Now let's zoom in and we can see that we have practically changed this stroke color right over here. As I had said that Control and mouse wheel up and we are practically zoomed in into our document. This is the stroke color. Now I am holding down the shift key again and I am clicking on this red button, or for say this green button, and we can see that the stroke color is now changed into a green. So this is how we may create a circle and we may reshape it as we wish. Now in the next case, this is practically the star shape. So if we just click on this star shape and if we draw something like this one, there it goes. And we can see that a star is created right over here. Now if we wish the number of streaks present in this individual star, then first of all click it twice. In this extreme top corner, we can see that there goes the number of corners here. So we had specified it to 20 in some previous or earlier occasion. So if we just write here 5 and hit enter, we can see that a 5-sided polygon or a 5-sided star is right now created into it. So we may adjust the corners right over here, and if we just increase the spoke ratio, there goes the spoke ratio, and we can see that the volume of this polygon is now getting changed. So changing the spoke ratio practically going to change the volume of the shape that we had created so far into our project, and whether it is rounded or not, that will be dependent right over here. So I'm clicking and clicking it over and I am putting it to 0 right over here. Now in the next case, we can practically see that there goes another node right over here. So let me zoom in a little. Now if we just click on it and drag out of the center, we can see that this will be the result. The streaks are practically getting out of the center of that individual polygon that we had drawn. And if we shift the node right towards the center, we can see that the star is getting heavy and pointed. So all those things can be useful in creating the stars as per requirement of your project. As I had said earlier, that we can change the color of this individual star to click on any color that we deserve, that we wish to have, like this one. Just a normal click on it and we can see that the color will be getting changed at once. And if we wish to change this stroke color here, then all we need to do, first of all select it, change the normal color, and right now we wish to change the stroke color into something different. So all we need to do, we need to press on any color, hold down the shift key and press on any color that we wish to have. So we have changed this stroke color by combining them both, holding down the shift key and clicking on the color that we wish here to apply into this individual stroke. So this is how we may practically create any kind of basic shapes right over here. We may change the color, the fill color property, we may change the stroke color property, we may do anything we want with these individual shapes. So this is it up to this far. In the next tutorial, all we are going to do, we will be discussing all about this filling section, this color fill, the stroke color and each and every properties related to it. If you guys have liked this tutorial, then do not hesitate to hit that red subscribe button down below. Hope to see you guys in our next tutorial. Till then, bye.